Hi guys, so I had a request from my lovely sister, who you can see in my sister tag, and I'll link that down below if you want to check that out. But she requested that I do a tutorial for like an everyday look using the Naked 3 palette, because she has the Naked 3 palette, and you know how sometimes you just get stuck in a rut and you're like, I have tons of stuff but I don't know what to do with it. So I am doing a tutorial using the Naked 3 today, and it's just really soft. It's actually perfect for spring. It's super girly, really soft and pink, and the lip and cheek are kind of like pinky peachish, like not super peach and not super pink, because I didn't want to like have a pink out. So is that weird? That sounds weird. Like black out but like pink out, you know? But I also didn't want it to be like clashy, so I chose shades that were kind of in between peach and pink. But yeah, it's super easy, you guys will see, which is nice, and that's what makes it every day. And the fact that you can just use one palette. Every eyeshadow I used is from this palette. So also I do, you know, my normal winged liner, and if you don't like your liner to be that dramatic, just do it the way that you do it. And I'm wearing false lashes, and obviously for every day you probably wouldn't wear false lashes, so you know, just kind of tweak it how it makes sense for you. But yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. So I'm going to start off as usual priming my eye, and I'm going to do a double prime again today. So this is Urban Decay's Primer Potion. This is a small version of the anti-aging formula. I don't really remember how I got the small version. I think maybe it came with a palette or something, but I'm just trying it out. It seems to be just like the other ones. But I'm just going to pat that all over both of my lids and all the way up to my eyebrows. And this, you can see, it's kind of flesh toned, but it doesn't really conceal like those annoying veins that I have showing on my eyelids. So the Painterly Paint Pot, which is what I'm doing right now, is going to help conceal that, as well as act as my second primer. For some reason that was a really hard sentence for me to say. Okay, just kind of patting that in. It's nice to use your fingers with this kind of a product because it helps to melt the product into your skin and really help it to bond with your skin. Okay, so this is the Naked 3 palette that I will be using. I often have a hard time sticking with one palette for a look, but we're going to do it today. So this color is called Limit, and I'm going to use that in the crease with a super fluffy brush and just kind of sweep it all the way through the crease, followed by Nooner, which is similar to Limit. It's just a little bit deeper and a little bit more kind of like a dusty rose color. And I'm concentrating that one in the crease, but kind of the lower crease, so a little bit onto the lid as well, kind of the upper third of the lid. And just checking to make sure that's even. It's really important to make sure that when you're doing this crease color that it's even on both sides, because it sets the shape for the rest of the look. And then we are taking this kind of shimmery color and going to put it all over the lid and just kind of pat it on. Some of these shimmery colors in this palette have a tendency to get a little bit loose and fall out, so I like to kind of pat it on and then kind of sweep around like you can see me doing right now. This color is Buzz, and it's a little bit more pink, and I'm just going to follow with that color all over the lid all the way up to the crease, but not in the crease, if that makes any sense. And I love this brush for packing the color on. Trick is the next one I'm going to use. It's a little more gold, so it's kind of the same like darkness level as the last one we used, but gold rather than pink, so that we have both of those kind of feelings going on in this look. And again, just putting that all over the eye and really concentrating it on the front, like center part where like the round part of your eye is. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but it helps to give your eye dimension and make it pop a little bit more, especially if you don't have like giant eyes. I don't have really big eyes, and so it helps to pull them out and kind of make them look bigger. This color is Dust, and I'm going to stick that just in the inner corner because it's a really nice brightening shimmer tone. And I think I'm gonna put this one underneath my brow bone as well. And you really don't have to use a lot with this shade. It's pretty shimmery, so just a tiny little touch on the brow bone and then blending it out side to side, which is what I'm doing now. I'm going to take my favorite foundation of the moment. This is Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, as usual. with my beauty blender. I'm going to give myself a little forearm workout because this is a workout. For some reason I like try to do it really fast, and by the time I'm done my arm is like sore. So yeah, just working that in all over. And this foundation is awesome for every day because it keeps you like looking mattified and kind of a really natural skin look. It's not too matte, but it also doesn't let you get shiny, which I really like. This is MAC Prep and Prime Highlighting Pen in Radiant Rose. I am putting that underneath my eyes to do a little bit of canceling of the darkness under there, and also to help brighten when it's used in combination with the next concealer that I'm going to use. I usually just tap it in with a combination of my finger and my beauty blender as well because I think they just work really well as a team. So just distributing that between both of my under eyes and working it in. And if you see me talking, I'm talking to my husband Taylor because he's filming, and we're like listening to the Mariners game and talking this whole time. Yeah. Okay, so this is the next concealer I'm using for under eyes. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I use the shade Vanilla, and it's almost a little bit like not bright enough for me. The lighter shade Chantilly is a little too light for me, so I'm going to kind of play around and see if I can find something else. This one works fine. I just wish I had a little bit more brightness under there because I'm so fair. It's hard to find a concealer that's light enough to be lighter than the rest of my face, if that makes any sense. So yeah, just kind of working that in. This one does a really good job of concealing and brightening the area and making everything look really smooth. And then just working it in with my beauty blender up to the temple. I'm going to set that with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is the shade, what is it, Diffused Light, and just patting that. You don't rub it or like dust it, you want to pat it in so that it kind of like, your skin like invites it to, like, I don't know, become one with your skin. That's what you gotta think of it as. I don't know, my brain is just a really strange place to be. So I'm also using that kind of in the center between my brows because my foundation will tend to break up right there. I make a lot of weird faces, as you know. Now I'm taking my coveted and beloved brush and contouring, and I'm using NARS Laguna bronzer. It may not be dark enough for a lot of people to contour with, but because, again, I am super ridiculously fair, it works to contour for me, at least when I'm not tan, which is pretty much always. And just kind of buffing that in. Make sure that you always blend your contour out. I usually take a little bit fluffier of a brush to blend after I'm just kind of depositing the color, which is what I'm doing now. Ugh. Can you see that? The one thing that I just can complain about, which I shouldn't, but the one complaint I have about this brush is that it sheds. And I don't know if it's just this one. I have another one of this brush. Maybe I'll try that one and see. But yeah, that's the only complaint. But really, it's worth it. It's still worth it. So yeah, just blending it out. This brush that I was using to blend it has a little bit of foundation left on it, so it's perfect for blending. This blush is by MAC and it's called Ripe for Love. It was limited edition last year, I believe. And excuse the little monster behind me. He's about to destroy the bed. Just watch. Anyway, just working that blush all over. You don't want it to be too intense because the eyes are rather pink, so just kind of make it a soft application. This is MAC, what do you call it? Soft and Gentle. I'm using that as a highlighter. I like this one because it's really light, so I can use it, and it's not too yellowy, if that makes sense. I'm just using the same, yeah. Yep. My bed was all made nice, and he's like destroying it. Well, in this house, we just kind of go with the flow sometimes. You have to when you have a 3-year-old. Okay. Anyway, on to mascara. So I'm just using this Rimmel ScandalEyes mascara. I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm just coating my lashes just a little tiny bit to make them black so that they blend with the false lashes. And what I do is I apply the glue on the false lashes, then I put my mascara on myself while the glue has a chance to dry, and then I stick the false lashes on, if that makes sense. So I have both of them on here. Yeah, all done. Okay, taking this little smudger brush and Nooner, which is that kind of deeper rosy shade, and just kind of patting that along the lower lash line and then just make sure to blend that out as well when you're done. And I usually use like a pencil brush or this smaller fluffy brush for the blending. Either one works fine, and it's okay if it has a little bit of shadow on it. Sometimes that even helps it to blend more easily, but definitely pay attention to this lower lash line when you're blending, because it's nice to have it kind of flow into your skin tone and not look like a streak, if that makes sense. And then I have like almost longer lashes on the bottom than I do on the top, so I have to mascara them. And going in with lip products. So this is a lip liner by MAC, and it is called, oh no, I can't find the liner. Okay, I will put what it's called down below and let you guys know, because I just don't know where it is right now. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Well, I'm just gonna go and fill in my lips right before applying my lipstick. And then this is a lipstick that is actually from Bare Minerals, and it came in a little set that they had, and it is called Speak Your Mind. And it's just a really pretty soft pink. It's not anything too crazy or out there. And I'm going to follow it with an Urban Decay Naked Lip Gloss. And again, I'll put the shade down below because I need to go find that little guy. And then we are done, you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.